Hi, it's Wayne from How to Fish. I'm fishing the Barwon River at Barwon Heads this morning. And getting some bites already by the looks of it. So we'll just see if there's anything on this. I'm just a couple of kilometres up from the Barwon River bridge, just near Sheepwash Road. And there's a nice flat bank area there where you can fish. So it makes it very, very convenient. Good parking, get your car here. So that is, it's a great place to be able to just come in from Barwon Heads and fish. And there's a few fish about. So we'll just see if I've got anything out of this. The tide is coming in quite hard at the moment. So, so there's quite a bit of flow, and the flow here is quite good at times. And the first fish of the morning, yes, is a little salmon, and there's plenty of these around. So there's plenty of small fish in here, but there's some good ones as well. The good thing about this area here is that there's a car park right here, right next to the water. So you can actually park your car there. You can open the boot. This is something I've done today, open the boot and have all your stuff there, fish out of that. So that works really well. So for convenience, it's really good. Just casting probably about 1/3 of the way across. That gets past the line of weed that is here into some reasonable water, reasonable depth. And but the trouble is, when you do get some pretty heavy winds here, it's very exposed. And when the wind's coming across into your face, it's pretty uncomfortable if it's cold like it is this morning. But I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I'm rugged up, which is what you've got to be on days like this. And I know that if you get here early and the tide's rising, then the fishing can be pretty good. So that's what I'm hoping today, just hoping to get any type of fish. And there's a lot of small juvenile salmon in here. There's a lot of mullet in here. There's some really good trevally. I've caught those before. And then there's a number of other species. There's flathead, tailor, and then there's other species. I mean, they've even caught elephant shark in here. So there's plenty to be had at the right times. And of course there would be mulloway, I'm sure, in here. All right. So this one just hit on the drop. Slightly better mullet as well. Hit on the drop as they cast in, so even on the bad conditions, okay, you get a couple of fish. So this hasn't been bad at all. I've been enjoying this, and fish of this size, you can make a meal out of these pretty quick.
Another thing that I like is the fact that there's quite a bit of wildlife around. It's really nice to see things like these pelicans and herons in the water around here. These are beautiful animals, and sometimes you only see them in places like this.
Whoa. Okay, so and that's all it was. That little salmon pulled the rod right round. To give you an idea of how fast the water's moving through, I've got a 60-gram burley cage here, but I've actually had to, I've actually wrapped some extra lead around it, so they've added to about 80 grams now to hold bottom here, and even that's not holding bottom, it's moving. So there are some days when the water's flowing through pretty fast, and some days when it's really windy like this as well. But the thing is, the fish are still biting, and if you hold the rod, you can feel the bites and get the fish in. So it might be a little bit unpleasant with the wind, but it's still great fun to get a bit of action. I'm really enjoying this. What I'm noticing is that they are actually, they're stripping the bait straight away. So you cast in, you get a couple of little hits, and usually if you've got a soft bait on, like I have here with this chicken, the fish are taking it off straight away, so you've got no bait after that. So you've really got to strike on that first little nibble. Yeah. So I don't think I've got this. Oh yeah, I got him. It's a mullet this time. All right. So, but that's how quickly it can happen. The mullet are coming through very, very fast, but they take your bait very, very quickly. Anyway, this is one of the problems with fishing this river at times after there's been heavy weather out at sea or there's been storms. It pulls up all of the weed and that then flows in the water for a while. So I'm suffering from this morning, which means you can only have your rod in there for a few minutes. You have to keep checking because otherwise the bait gets completely covered by weed. Fish can't find it, you're not getting bites. And this also can get very, very big and heavy to pull in as well. So it's just one of those things you've got to be regularly casting and pulling in just so that your bait is exposed to the fish. Still biting, so I'm going to still cast. Okay. When the wind dies down, it's not too bad at all, but I wouldn't blame anybody for not fishing today, but honestly, I like it so much. When you're getting bites like this and you're getting a few fish, it's not too bad. You can overlook all the conditions. I don't know if it's weed on, oh no, there's just a fish on it. Yeah, a little one. So, little mullet. So this is just...
That's a good sign.
Little mullet here.
Huh?
And this was just caught on the same techniques that I was using before. Okay, so you can catch them still even when the weed is going. Okay. So you can see plenty of weed, but I kept it out of the way. Casting into the sun again. Oh, I think I've got this one. Yep, and another little mullet. No, another little salmon. So I'll put a slightly bigger bait on this time because I want to see just if I can get something a little bit bigger. Right, now what I'm doing now, what I like to do when it's like this, I keep the rod low because I'm trying to keep as much line out of the wind. Yep. And there you go, another one. Well, these winds are becoming gale force now, so it's just a bit too unpleasant to be here. My camera has been blowing over, everything's been happening that's it's ruining the fishing. So if you've enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And for all the gear and tactics I'm using, go to my website, howtofish.com.au. See you next time.